When someone thinks about armored vehicles in World War I, they usually imagine the British tanks or the small French Renault FTs, but the Germans had their own designs too, so let's take a look at the A7V heavy tanks produced by Germany in the last year of the war. After the appearance of the British tanks in 1916, the German leaders still considered tanks as a novelty. Even in 1917, their view was that the conventional means of defeating tanks using artillery or grenades were enough. Despite the resistance in the High Command, a department was established to gather information on the Allied tanks and create an original design of their own. Finally, a decision was made that Germany should produce their own tanks. However, it was only in April 1917 when the first prototype was completed. After that, it took another year before they first saw action, just a few months before the armistice. The result, the A7V heavy tanks, were the only tanks produced by Germany during World War I that actually saw combat. They were 7.3 meters long, 3 meters wide and 3.3 meters tall. The armor on these tanks varied between 20 and 30 mm, but it was not hardened steel armor. It was only effective against small arms fire. The original design featured a gun at the front and one at the back, and 4 machine guns, while the production models featured an armament of 6 machine guns and a 57mm gun at the front. The maximum speed was 15 km an hour on roads and 6 km an hour off-road. The crew consisted of 12 infantrymen manning the machine guns, gunner and loader for each machine gun, 2 artillerymen operating the main gun, a driver, 2 mechanics and an officer. The A7V was considered fast for its time, thanks to its 2 Daimler petrol engines, each producing 100 horsepower, which made it the most powerful tank of the war. The first tank-against-tank combat in history took place on 24th of April 1918. On this day, 3 British Mark IV tanks, a male featuring 57mm guns and 2 females equipped with machine guns, met 3 German A7V tanks leading an attack. The British female variants were unable to damage the German tanks with their machine guns, so they withdrew. The leading British male tank and the leading A7V were locked in a fight, which was the first tank-on-tank duel in history. In the end, the German A7V was knocked out after a few successful hits from the Mark IV. This German attack was a total failure, where most of the participating A7Vs were broke down or stuck after driving into a ditch. Shortly after, they were removed from service and the order for 100 more units was cancelled. During the war, the Allies captured several of the A7V tanks. The tank in this video is the number 542, named Elfriede. It overturned and was abandoned on 24th of April 1918. It was recovered by British tanks on 15th of May and was handed over to the French forces. The only surviving example of these tanks from the Great War is the A7V number 506, named Mephisto. It was abandoned on the same day as Elfriede after stuck in a crater. Mephisto was recovered by British and Australian forces in July 1918, then delivered to Australia in 1919 and on permanent display at the Queensland Museum ever since. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and in the comments let me know if there's any interesting events or vehicles you'd like to see.